We're live. Hello, people. We're doing something different. Playing Minecraft. Welcome.
Hi.
Shalom.
So yeah, we have Rollo and
Green screen, by the way.
what?
Nice green screen.
Oh, thank you. You can anything that smells of quality during the stream is because of Dark IQ8. Shout out and all that jazz. Realistic survival, dude. Every realistic survival game I've ever been in, it was the lamest shit in existence. It's not fun. It's just work. I don't play games to work. Oops. So no, thank you. Yeah. So have you guys heard of what's been happening in the U.S.? Like the updates on what's been happening to the U.S.
What changed?
Well, Twitch banned Trump.
Wait. The real first question is, why was he on the actual platform anyway?
I don't think he was. I think they banned him like as an honorary ban, you know?
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's fun.
And as I'm informed, they also banned Dr. Disrespect. And forgive me for being the ignorant ass that I am, right? But who and what is Dr. Disrespect? What's his thing?
He was a streamer. He
Yeah.
had a character that's a bit toxic, funny. That's all I know about him, really.
Well, no. The point is, and it's funny that I'm talking about this because I have a few friends of mine who are super Dr. Disrespect fans. They really like him, and what they've told me is that what he does is he plays a character. It's obviously super fake. He's like, have you ever seen Despicable Me 3?
Yeah?
Okay, you remember that weird 70s villain that chews bubblegum and has a weird outdated outfit?
Okay.
Yeah, he basically plays that guy on his streams. He looks like that, he almost talks like that, but in a more 18 plus version, and he actually plays games. Like the games he plays, he's genuinely good. And that's just part of the product of what you get when you watch him, you know? So it's stupid to me that they ban him when it is clearly a character and clearly not inflicting any harm. Like, they ban him and Jake Paul is still alive. Like, where's the justice in the world? You know what I mean?
I think the main concern was that, according to him, if he's saying the truth, they gave him no reason for the ban whatsoever. And he has a multi-million deal to stream only on Twitch. And they just suddenly canceled that. They funded all the subscribers. And that's it. They didn't make any statement.
So what do you think? Why do you think they did that? Because it doesn't sound like a good move.
If I were to use the lenses of what's happening right now, maybe somebody found a clip of him saying something homophobic and it's Pride Month, so someone like poked Twitch and they freaked out. They're like, before anybody knows about this, we're gonna just whoop.
No, but if they did that, if they actually legitimately said that, oh, he said those things, and therefore that's the reason for the ban, then they would have, there would have been justification. But they didn't give a justification. So click.
Like, at this rate, the people who cry about this stuff can literally pin you with anything. They can make the statement, oh, but you had to deal with him this whole time. Like, you didn't do anything about it. Shit like that.
Well, the problem is none of us actually know what the actual notice said, so we can't really judge the legitimacy of his ban.
Well, here's the thing. His ban did not come alone, right? YouTube has been doing a purge as well. And Twitch has purged their highest earner. So what gives? And the only thing that can come to my mind is that it's election season. And anybody who can ever even smells a whiff of anything like offensive or quirky or edgy or all that crap has to leave, because you want to compel the people who want to basically help Trump not get elected next. And that sounds weird, right? But look at all the censorship that's been happening already. This is just more of the same. It's just that
the thing is, the current
people.
Yeah, the thing is, the current censorship that's happening is expanding on something that has previously been building up. So that can't be it. You know, I don't know if they're directly rated, and I honestly doubt there is. Why is it still happening? I think it's just like you're kind of right. Everyone's riding the wave of the Black Lives Matter, and like, it's like, hey, you're inappropriate. You can't do that anymore, and they're just using that as it's almost like a marketing propaganda strategy,
Right?
You know, which
Right,
I completely hate.
Exactly. Now, what do you think? Like, here's the thing: how long will we allow Twitch to get away with this? Right? Like, I think they felt emboldened because Mixer just shut down. They have no competition anymore.
Proper timing too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like, they immediately went on the offensive against their own people, like their own content creators. And I find that not desirable. I find that quite dumb. I don't know.
I don't know what this is. What are you talking about?
Twitch, because like if you're attacking all your content creators and fans and all that, who'll be left? But here's the thing: because Mixer is no longer an option, and like Mixer was always shit anyway. Twitch has no real competition. You know, much like YouTube. That's why they feel comfortable doing whatever the fuck they want. They don't have to appeal to anyone, except the big advertisers and the huge Twitter mob. You know, we don't matter. Me and you. That's why I'm not streaming on Twitch. Because if I can avoid, like, okay, YouTube's bad, but they're not Twitch. You know, and we're edgy. At least if we're small enough, YouTube will ignore us, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fervid, small enough not to care about what happens if the channel gets big. Well, first it won't. It's a podcasting channel on YouTube. It's been dead since the beginning, right? When it comes to the amount of viewership we can have. But on the unlikely situation that we do fucking get big, and YouTube decides they don't like us anymore, I change platforms. Lucky for me, my livelihood is not on YouTube. It's just for funsies, and it will remain as such. And therefore, there's nothing you can do that can hurt me, YouTube. That's very much how it went. Actually, that fits with like the history of Trillium Packs, the character and the channel, right? Because the rise of the Soul Grinder was the rise of the anime law, and the anime law happened in the anime community, naturally, as the name suggests, and on our first episodes, I claimed mangakas aren't writers, right? Implying, of course, that they should hire writers to improve their skills. 'Cause, you know, it's clear that they're lacking in that department. Now, people took it literally. Of course, they're writers. They write text and their stories. Therefore, they're writers. Okay, you win by default. We win by default and all that. And I shat on them for it. So, you know, the anime community, what that toxic piece of shit community did? they tried to fucking raid my channel. Just like all my videos and all that stuff. Oh, that was we're talking 6-7 years ago. First episode of the anime law. That's how we got traction, right? And they tried to raid my channel. Here's the thing though. My channel had no videos. It also had like 50 subs. For some reason. Right? So they didn't know what to do. They can't punish me for saying the wrong thing. If I remember correctly, another thing stupid happened. Oh yeah, you see the bitches, what's their name? The Chaz, the Chop,
They're still there?
the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, and then the Capitol Hill active protest, or whatever the fuck, occupation zone, or whatever the fuck they call it. The Occupy protest, there we go. Ow.
Oh,
right.
okay. What happened there?
So it's a fully autonomous zone, and they're doing a bunch of stuff, and they're declining really bad, right? Some people are like now shooting guns like in the street randomly, just because they want to. It's stupid stuff, right? And I believe a group of protesters showed up with evil intents to a particular mansion, right? It looked really rich, so perfect place to protest, right? Turn it into a cobble. So the owner, or the two owners rather, the guy and his wife, showed up, one with an assault rifle and the other with a pistol, and they're like, nope, right? And the protesters went along and fucked off. So, do the Americans have a point? That's what I'm saying.
You mean for guns?
For guns. Oh, fuck, I like this one.
I mean, what is the situation where you need to protect from shit like this? How often do you, in a civilized country, need to protect from a chop?
Well,
Apparently, a lot.
Well, how often does war happen? Like or an active protest happens?
Civil war?
No, like any
Active protest looks like that.
or a riot or a peaceful protest that's dissuading the public. That does not disencourage countries from making bloody armies, right? To protect themselves and make sure that people know that they can protect. You don't build a fleet when you need it. You have to build it before you need it, right?
That's fine, but
So
where is the army?
The army is not protecting the people because these are, as far as anybody's concerned, peaceful protests, right? So if it's a peaceful protest, and the peaceful protest is burning shit down and nobody's willing to recognize it, because generally speaking, we have the same number of subs for the same reason that podcasting is like dead on YouTube. The attention span of the average YouTuber is like 3 seconds, so they can't actually watch people just talk, right? So they need a video game in the background to keep them busy. While I do recognize that does not mean I dislike doing my regular podcast, The Soul Grinder. Sure, the growth is slow, but it's pretty nice. We get to talk about stuff. I wish chat was more active in that thing than in here, because I would like to respond more to chat. It's just that, apparently, if somebody podcasts, everybody wants to listen, and they don't communicate. There's a reason I do it live. The target audience of YouTube is 9 years old. Yes and no, because there are a lot of YouTube content that is not aimed for kids. A lot of educational channels, a lot of edgy channels. Oh, here you are, Yasha. A lot of edgy channels, not all that crap, right? The YouTube format is promotes. You see me? Yeah. It promotes fucking diversity of content, but the problem is the most dedicated of followers are the 9-year-olds, because they develop a loyalty to you for some reason. I mean, look at PewDiePie, right? And from there, they keep the stuff stream going, right? However, I'm not interested in the 9-year-olds, which is why I'm not focused on channel growth specifically. I'm focused on viewership and making good content, i.e. a good podcast, a good talk, right? And suggesting topic, making sure the Discord is quite managed nicely, etc., etc.
certainly feels more, closer than your average podcast.
Yeah, because if people say what's my niche in podcasting, I would tell them I allow everybody to fucking show up. Right? It doesn't matter. Like if any of you guys want to show up on stream, I've always said anybody's welcome. Just chat enough, contribute enough to the conversation. If I see that you're worthy of bringing in, and by worthy I e you're interested. That's all what worthy means. You show up, right? And it's a casual form of podcasting, and I find podcasting in general to be casual. I think people professionalize it too much over the years, and it's not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be like the break from radio, right? Where radio is like blah 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 blah. Podcasting is supposed to be a more relaxed platform. And even as I'm playing Minecraft right now, which technically counts as like a gaming live stream, I still want it to be in podcasting format, which is why I led with topics, right? Like talking about stuff. And if you guys have anything to talk about, something actually particularly something that particularly interests you, and you have nobody to talk about it with, and you want us to talk about it, we can go ahead, right? The point is fun, as you said, Shinji.